guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 6, Episode 12 of the First Star Challenge with Leeds United, our bid to win the Champions League with the club for the first time. And today we could earn the right to play off for that as we are facing Paris Saint-Germain over two legs in the Champions League semi-final. There is also a chance in between those two games we could wrap up the Premier League. It's unlikely. I'll explain why in just a second, but we'll catch you up on what's happened since last episode. We did have our game against Arsenal in the Premier League, of course. Let's go and see how we did in that one. We took the lead when Juan Bissaka picked out Gary Turpey at the edge of the area. And went 2 up before the break when Leao and Miranda worked some space for Leao to smash in our second. And we got a third late on when Turpey and Abel Ruiz's flick-ons fell for Alina. Very, very nicely done indeed. Now, a few of you in the comments had said, goals are drying up, maybe we need to change formation. To be honest, I'd already played the game at that point, and we did just that. We went to the sort of the 5-3-2, although we had a DM because we only had one man up front. But it worked an absolute charm. Turpey with a goal, Leao to add one to his FA Cup heroics, and Elena with a late third as well. Really, really good performance. You can see we barely touched the ball. Only 33% possession, but when we did touch the ball, I think we scored goals. So that's literally only 3 times we touched the ball, it felt like. But yeah, really, really good performance. Possession concerns me a little bit, but we scored goals. They didn't. That's the object of football, isn't it? So we won that game. If we have a look at the league table, what that means is that we have 4 games to play with 6 points clear. Liverpool have 3 to play. So obviously they can get 9 points. The most points they can get to is 89. Now, we obviously have a superior goal difference as well. So if we have a game coming up in between episodes away to Bristol City, if we win that and if Liverpool don't beat, they're at home to Fulham, and Fulham are just as bad as Bristol City pretty much. Yeah, so if we both win, we've kind of wrapped up the league title, but not really. But anyway, we're going to play the 2 Paris games, and we'll deal with the league. That'll be next episode. We'll make sure we go and win that. I don't think we're going to mathematically win it because Liverpool's going to beat Fulham at home. I just really don't have too many doubts about that. Cue Liverpool losing to Fulham at home. Alright, so this is what we're up against here in Paris. Let's see what we can do here. Joachim Löw is the manager. I've never come up against him in Football Manager, certainly not for a long, long time anyway, so we can see him there. He's decent enough. Adventurous passing playing style. We know they're going to have just an all-star lineup. Kai Havertz, Neymar and Mbappe. Not a bad front three, I have to say. This was their 2-0 win over Nantes. So you can see they do like to attack through the middle. Positional heat map. Everywhere, basically. They're good across the pitch. There's their passing networks and their key passes as well. This is going to be tough. Look at that. 46 goals scored, only 8 conceded in the last however many games. That is 20 games. Let's have a quick look at the heroes we are sending out to hopefully get the job done. We are going back to our usual formation. I'm hoping that changing up against Arsenal will kind of have thrown Paris off a little bit. But this is, we play better in this role for the most part. So Onana goes in goal. It's Zagreb, Wood, Pongranic. They need to switch over, don't they? And Mahoney as the back 4. It's Phillips and Mariba in midfield. It's Under, it's Renier, it's Fati coming back in on the left. It's Haaland up top. Oh, let's go. So here we go. Everybody is playing as expected. You may have noticed in the pre-game screen there that, Atletico Madrid beat Liverpool 2-1 at Anfield. So chances are they're going back to the final. They are, of course, again, reminder, the defending champions. Jardem says we're expected to prove a point today. I'm going to say, what do we want to say to this? Let's go with a little bit of passion. We've been on a good run lately. Go out there and impress me. Some calm, we have faith. And, yeah, let's hope we put in a good show. As ever, away from Europe, we'd just love to rack up some goals here. If this formation doesn't look like it's working, we do have the option to change it to go 2 up top. But like I say, I'm really hoping... Oh, that's a red card, referee. Who's that? He's off. Virgil van Dijk has got himself sent off in the first minute. We're up against 10 men for pretty much the entire match away from home to Paris Saint-Germain. That is a massive, massive bonus. Here we go. Good ball threaded through for Haaland. Can he pull it back? Edge of the area. Mariba's there. Mariba! Good save. It's Fati! And Fati! Inside the opening few minutes gives us the lead. Paris Saint-Germain have given us a gift here. And now the big question is, can we open it? A wonderful ball, wasn't it, from Under through to Haaland. Haaland picked out Mariba. Mariba, cracking effort, saved by the keeper. Couldn't get it out of play, though, and Fati is there. And Fati already has 8 goals in a Leeds United shirt. That is absolutely outrageous, considering he didn't join to the end of January. All right, we do have an away goal. We're up against 10 men, and it seems a little bit too good to be true. Again, we're really, really struggling for possession, but you know, maybe we're just a counter-attacking team these days. I don't even mean to play on the counter-attack. We go all the way back there to Pongranic. He comes forward. Zagre's free if he wants to find him. He's just going to turn his back and lose the ball. Well done, Pongranic, you moron. All right, now we're in a little bit of trouble. We've got 3-on-1. It's Mbappe. Mbappe against Onana. Onana's there, makes the save. Havertz is going to keep it in. No, he doesn't. He just kicks it straight out of play. Well done, Kai Havertz. Now, where are they a man short here? They've just gone very, very narrow. So we want to exploit the flanks. All right, look at that. It's like I'd already pre-prepared for them to go down a man so early on. Let's tell them to get creative here. I'd like a little bit more possession. But, you know, as long as this is a little bit like the Arsenal game. As long as we're getting the highlights, it doesn't really matter, you know, who has all the possession. It's what you do with it. Come on, boys. That's a ball over the top for Mbappe. We might need to drop the line a little bit here. If that's what they're going to resort themselves to, then so be it. We will do that. I'm wondering with the man's advantage, if we go and close them down, actually. You know, they're not going to have the attacking threat they otherwise would do. So let's, drop that line to try and prevent the ball over the top. And go and put some pressure on them high up the pitch. See if that has any bearings on the game here for us. It's one of these now where, ideally, I think I'd like to try and just put the tie to bed. They go over the top again. We're going to have to be a little bit more awake to that, boys. And Mbappe has tied it up. The 10 men of Paris have drawn level. Alright, you know what we might do? Let's defend narrowly. Let's maybe do that. Let's get stuck in ourselves. And, I mean, we've just got to be a little bit smarter, don't we? I don't want to drop the line off anymore, I don't think. Or do we? Maybe we need to. Maybe it's a good finish from Mbappe, isn't it? But 30th goal this season for him as well. We haven't particularly played well. Do we switch to 2 men up top? Maybe we make that call now. Not happy with that, boys. Despite the fact we've got the goal. Mariba's on a booking. We'll just tell him to watch his step. And I think we might go to 2. We might go to the 2 men up top here. No, it's not that one. It's this one, isn't it? So that will do it for... Who do we take off here? Haaland can continue as his target man. We bring Leao on. I guess we take the wingers off. That makes the most sense, I think, doesn't it? Mahoney is not the best at playing as a wing-back, but he might just have to suck it up here for us. So let's do that, and let's get Turpey on for there, but we'll play him a little bit further forward, sit Calvin Phillips in. That's 2 subs. We still have a change to make if we want to. That looks like a plan to me. Let's just go back and give these 2 a little bit of a team talk. Mahoney, not happy with you, mate. Come on. Turpey, big game for you, mate. Champions League semi-final. Let's see if the youngster can do it. Came through our academy, of course. Got one of the first goal against Arsenal. Looked quite good in that game as well. So, let's see what we can do here. Let's demand a little bit more, shall we? Here we go with the corner. Calvin Phillips to knock it in. Where's some of the big boys from the back? It's Renier back there for Haaland. Shot blocked on the way through. Renier picks it up. Renier, ball in, decent. Haaland is knocked down for Mahoney. Mahoney's shot is blocked again. Again out for Calvin Phillips in space. Ball in. It's there. It's Leao! Rafael Leao! 16th goal of the season. A second away goal as well. And a cracking ball in from Calvin Phillips it was as well, wasn't it? We just did not let the pressure valve go here. Mahoney's shot looked like it was on target, but he retrieves the loose ball back to Phillips. Phillips in for Leao. 2 defenders sleeping. And Rafael Leao does it again. Another headed goal from our Portuguese wonder kid. And we've come straight back. Alright, let's hope we're about to score a 3rd goal here and not get sucker punched again. Longley has it. Across there for Marquinhos. I didn't say that right, did I? I didn't sound right as I said. Bernardo, is that Bernardo Silva one that getting chased down by Gary Turpey. Gary Turpey wins the ball back superbly. Mahoney into Phillips. Phillips across there for Haaland. Haaland in for Turpey. Go on, Turpey. What's he got? Another nice ball across there to find Zagre in space. Zagre, can he get a ball in? Zagre, he's done really well. Leao's there again off the post. And Mariba! Over the crossbar. Inches in that. I think it might have hit the crossbar as it went over, as a matter of fact. What do we say to this? We're doing okay right now. What do we say to this? Do we, when we can, maybe just give them some praise? Maybe we do look a little bit better with these 2 strikers. Maybe we need to make this a permanent change towards the end of the season. Can we get another goal? That would be a wonderful thing if we could. We've got a set piece to defend here. Let's not exploit let's exploit the flanks. Come on, boys. Keep your heads here. Get that away. It's not the best defending. A free header, but it was a difficult angle to work out there, and he couldn't redirect the free kick, thankfully. Can we get another goal? It looks as though we are going to be taking a lead back to Ellen Road with us, and that is pretty much what we would have come here for. Against 10 men, I would have hoped for a little bit more, but despite an early red card and an early goal, it's just the 2-1 leads. I don't know if I'm happy with that or not, actually. Well done, boys. Well done. So Leeds United defeat 10 men Paris in Paris. Wonderful stuff, that is. Mahoney, we won't worry about that. And Marcelino is looking at the plethora of Spanish players that we have in our squad. Guys, wait right there. I will play through what they call the Bristol City game. There's an outside chance, as I said, if Liverpool drop points and we win, that we could secure the title. I don't think that's going to happen. We'll be back for the second leg. We're 90 minutes from the final. Okay, welcome back. Here we are, 90 minutes away from the Champions League final, holding a 2-1 lead after that first leg as well. Now, before we get to this, we do have to catch up on the Bristol City game in the Premier League, so let's go see how that went. Absolutely nothing to see here. It was very much a rotated team. Pretty much anybody who I think may have been available for us today, with the exception of Miranda, to be honest, and Suter pretty much played in this one. We gave youngster Jordan Jones a game up top, one of the academy kids. It's a decent, he's a promising striker. He was poor. We never really looked like scoring. I did go with the wingers again, partly because it kind of fit who I wanted to play, but also because I wanted to sort of continue to lure Paris into a false sense of security that was indeed how we were going to play in this second leg, which is not. Spoiler alert, it's not. We're going to go with the two up top. This is what we expect here. We're not the favourites, which is a little bit annoying, but of course they will have 11 men for this entire game. But Robert Lewandowski unregistered. How are you going when you haven't got him? I mean, he's not, maybe physically he's not quite there anymore, but anyway, and of course Van Dijk is going to be suspended for this one. Alvaro Morata is also out. Now we don't want to go too much into this because we did just see it before the last game. We do have an updated analysis report on their win against Nimes in the league, and we can see here that it's roughly the same. Yeah, so we know pretty much what to expect from them. These are the heroes that we are sending out to try and take Leeds United to, I think, a first ever Champions League final. I don't think they've ever made a final before, not in the Champions League anyway. So it is Onana continuing in goal. It's Pomgrenich and Wood as the centre-backs. Mahoney down the right, Zagreb down the left, Phillips as the DM. Gary Turpey's going to get the start in midfield. We just basically want him, if we can get that to stay up there, you can see physically he's an absolute monster. We basically want him just to run around and just try and win the ball back for us. Close them down in midfield. That's why he's in there. Mariba to be the creative force with Renier in behind Haaland and Leao. Haaland's gone off the goals recently. Leao has stayed on them. Let's hope they both get going today. Alright, so everybody is lining up as expected, though hopefully we've sprung a surprise. Joachim Löw's sitting here right now looking at that and being like, oh, that's not what I was expecting. That's not what the data analysis report said. Alright. Expect to go there, prove a point today. What do we say to this? I think an assertive, we cannot allow complacency to sneak into our game today, boys. Some calm, we have faith for the players that haven't reacted to that. And let's go. Oh, is this the last time we hear the Champions League anthem this season, or will there be one more time in the final? I did toy with the idea of not being attacking, but, you know, where's the fun in that? So we'll play the way we always do. Let's tell them to get creative here. I'm so nervous ahead of this one. I feel too a little bit, if we weren't attacking, then we might just be inviting them on again. We really struggle with possession in this particular formation, but as long as it's working, as long as we're getting the results, then I'm not too worried, though I would prefer a little bit more than 30% possession, if I'm honest. We've got an apprehensive-looking Mariba in there. Let's tell us demand a little bit more. I mean, so far, so good. I know this doesn't make great viewing with no highlights, but I think I can speak for us all when I'll say we'll take it. Here we go, Mahoney getting forward. Here we go, Mahoney, block shot. It's there. Oh, it's gone in, has it? No! Haaland! How has it stayed out? It looked like it across the line. A ball back in, Leao! And the goalkeeper makes the save. Another look at that. It looked like it had crossed the line. I was up. I thought it was in. Renier again having a poor game. We've got work to do here defending a free kick. Let's hope we can do it out to Marquinhos. I still can't say that name. It's got my tongue. There's a poor back pass. Renier has it now. Can he produce a little bit of magic for us? He's gone past one. The defender's got back, but he's only served to knock it a header for Renier. Haaland's in the middle. Renier, can he pull it back? Renier goes himself, mate. What are you doing there? That is selfish stuff from Renier when we had the goal gaping open. But look at that. We may not have the ball, but we certainly do use it when we get it. I'm going to say I'm not happy with that, boys. That was poor. Calm, get back out there. Show some passion, boys. We've got an apprehensive-looking Mariba. We have McCalmont on the bench. We have Fati we could bring on, or Abel Ruiz to play in place of Renia in that number 10 role, who's just not having a good day today. Let's tell them to get creative, perhaps. I wonder if we need to relax them. It's a case right now, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I don't think it's broke. So let's maybe just tell them to be a little bit more disciplined here. Just start and just wind things back ever so slightly. We don't want to make it easy for Paris. Here we go with a corner. Phillips, it's there. It's Liao, and Liao's put it just over the bar. We're not creating, apart from that Renia chance that he decided he was going to take himself, we haven't really created too many great chances in this game, which is a little bit of a concern. It's a slight habit we're getting into of not scoring many goals. We've let Mbappe in again here. Can Onana save us? No, he cannot. We still got the lead on away goals. But it's getting very, very nervous now. Let's compact up these lines. Let's get stuck in. And we may even be in a situation now where we need to start changing players, because we need to make sure we're getting a result here, don't we? It's just a long ball over the top. Kai Havertz picked out the run of Mariba. Not Mariba. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Of Mbappe, and in he goes. We will continue with those changes. We are going to make subs. Mariba's just not had a good day today. So he's apprehensive. He's looked apprehensive the entire game. So we're going to take him off for Alfie McCalmont. Liao's I don't think he's had a bad game, though, has he? He's missed a couple of chances, but I don't think he's had a bad game. You can see we do have the option to go to wingers if we want to. I don't think we necessarily need to right now. Let's give it a, what do we want to say here? I don't know what to say. Phillips, decent ball in. Wood's there. Wood! Oh, he's found the back of the net, and Nathan Wood restores the lead. Now, it doesn't change too much. If they score, we are going to extra time. But Nathan Wood, what a strike that is. Let's tell him to concentrate now. A good ball in from Calvin. That's not what a strike. What am I talking about? It's a really good header, though, isn't it? Tucked away in the top corner. No goalkeeper in the world's getting to that. And suddenly, we are very, very close. We are going to start and shut this thing down. We're going to lower our tempo. We're going to pass to feet. We're going to play for set pieces to waste some time. We're going to slow it down. And we're going to take it off, get stuck in. And we're going to go defensive. And, oh, this could just about wrap it up. We're just about to go into stoppage time. Who's taking this? It is, it's Calvin Phillips. Captain Courageous, Leeds United hero. Can he bend one in and send us to the Champions League final? It's Calvin Phillips. It's Calvin Phillips! Oh, he's hit the post. It was decent, but still, it's on a knife edge. Onana with 45 seconds to go. We are 45 seconds from the Champions League final. We have possession of the football. Sensible passing, boys. McCalmont, not really what was wanted. It's a decent ball, though, to Mahoney getting forward. We need to put those guys. Why is he so far forward? Decent ball into the box. Oh! We're going to the final! Go on, Leeds. Go on, Liao. 17th goal of the season. 4-2 on aggregate. And Liao just loves a stoppage time goal, doesn't he? We saw him do it in the FA Cup semi-final against Chelsea. That goal meant a little bit more than this one, but this one sends us through to the final. Another cracking header from Rafael Leao. 17 goals he has now this season. Not bad for a backup striker. And that is Leeds United in the Champions League final, and we've absolutely smashed them. 21 shots to 7, 33% of the ball. Imagine what we'd do if we had half the football. We'd absolutely be just destroying teams. But there we go. That was excellent stuff. First leg triumph helps Leeds United past Paris. We would have done that anyway. Surely we would have done that anyway. Though 10 men, you wonder what would have happened there. We have qualified for the FIFA Club World Cup, which is excellent news, I guess. Never played in that before. It's a brand new competition, of course, in this guise, I guess, whatever the word is for that. Villain knocked out the FA Cup by Villain. I don't know what that means. Anyway, wait right there, guys. We will play ahead. We will see who will be playing in the final. Will it be Liverpool or will it be Atletico Madrid? We will be playing Atletico Madrid in the Champions League final after they beat Liverpool 1-0 at their place, 3-1 on aggregate, so relatively comfortable, you would have to say there. So it will be Club Atletico Madrid in the Champions League final for a chance to complete. I mean, we're off for a treble here, If you have a look at competitions here, They've the most. So we look at Liverpool and Chelsea here. Chelsea can get, with 2 games to go, they can get to 88 points. Liverpool can get to 89. So we'll be back next episode to hopefully wrap up the league title. We basically need, with goal difference, 2 points, but 3 points will make it mathematically safe. Then we have 2 finals: the Champions League against Atletico Madrid, the FA Cup against Watford. The treble is well and truly on. You'd have to say we've got a finger on, well, more than a finger on the league title. We've got to be favourites for the FA Cup, and that just leaves the Champions League for a famous treble. Anyway, guys, that is it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit... We won the Super Cup, so you could argue we're only 2 legs away from a treble, but that doesn't count, does it? If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. It was a wonderful, wonderful time. I really enjoyed that. 2-1 wins over Paris sends us to the final, and we'll be back next time for Burnley at home, and then Newcastle at home. Hopefully, one of those 2 will mean we are celebrating the Premier League title back at Ellen Road. I'll see you for the title party tomorrow, guys. Take care.